Hey guys, it's Ben coming to you on a Thursday morning this time. Just got done with my morning run and all that. Good stuff. So, Outlaw Nights is once again coming out on September 24th. We got about 19 days. I'm excited and I'm nervous, but I'm mostly excited. Now, yesterday I believe I said I was gonna talk about my feelings on the Arrowverse a little bit. I mainly bring it up because from my perspective, it was that I really didn't read any of the Green Arrow Flash stuff. I think I read like one Flash comic a long time ago. I never got into Green Arrow. I thought, the whole Robin Hood thing. And then, as I was watching the Arrowverse show, I felt like I kind of had an okay perspective because I went in fresh, you know what I mean? That being said, I know a good deal about Batman, and I could tell right off the bat from the Green Arrow show that they were borrowing heavily from Bruce Wayne. But then I was reading online that apparently Green Arrow and Bruce Wayne have very, Green Arrow was basically made to be kind of like Batman. He was supposed to be another version, kind of, only he specifically focused on causes that left-wingers focus on. So when the Green Arrow show came out, I was very impressed with it at first. I liked it a lot. That first season really was super exciting, and it was full of the perfect kind of drama. Everything was taken to the extreme. Well, no, there's no but this time. My bad. That's kind of a habit of mine when I'm putting together my thoughts. I kind of just use a qualifier like but, just kind of out of the random. So I watched Arrow first a while back. I watched the show. I didn't do any of the crossover stuff right off the bat. I just kind of wanted to follow Arrow's story, see what was going on. Loved the first season. The characters were awesome. They were fun. And then as time went on through seasons 2 and 3, there was this, Tite Street UPS truck. So anyway, as time was going on in the series, you could see where the obvious CW fan base was kind of being put into play. CW is famous, even back when they were the WB network. They were all about, every live action show they ever really did was just melodramatic teen drama. Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the Arrowverse stuff really kind of, it started off completely different from that. It still relied on similar soap opera-y elements, but I mean, most superhero stories do. It was very much its own entity at first, I think, and then as time went on, you could see the obvious fan service stuff going on. Felicity's role was beefed up to a point that I didn't like, because it came off as very forced and very much, it's the whole thing where Felicity, she was funny and she was quick-witted, and the thing that was fun about her character was she had that awkward, she would talk way too much kind of thing, and she played that role wonderfully. It was a fun character. And it was the fact that because it was such a fun character that a bunch of the fans were like, oh, wait, we need Felicity doing this and this and this and this and that. You know, so they completely changed the character's role in everything. And as somebody who, you know, I didn't know much about Green Arrow, but one thing I did know, and one thing I was hoping for in the show, was that he was going to end up with Black Canary, and that we were going to get the superhero couple. That's what I wanted. But they decided not to do that because, you know, everybody wanted Felicity to end up with Oliver. So there we go. Gave her this, they called her Overwatch, which, you know, like, you know, really, like, as, you know, talk about going current year, you know, scraping the barrel for something nerdy to pull out. So anyway, and as time went on, Arrow as a show just grew to kind of annoy me because the whole show became Oliver makes a decision, everybody else feels deeply hurt and impacted by all of his decisions, and then his supposed best friends constantly drag him down and tell him what a terrible, awful person he is and how much destruction and chaos he's caused for their lives. You know, pretty much pushing the guy towards, you know, inescapable depression. Drove me nuts. I loved the Ra's al Ghul storyline just because Ra's al Ghul is one of my favorite DC characters, and anything with Ra's in it, I love to watch. And I will say that one thing the Arrowverse did better than Gotham was Ra's al Ghul. I loved Ra's al Ghul's portrayal in the Arrowverse way more than I loved his portrayal in Gotham. In Gotham, he just kind of came off as kind of a silly, evil sorcerer, whereas in Arrow, he you know, he evoked more of that feeling of like he's an ancient warrior. He's somebody who probably fought in like the Peloponnesian Wars and stuff like that. So that's, you know, that, and the woman who plays Dinah Lance is unbelievably gorgeous. The Flash is my favorite Arrowverse installment. Verbatim. I watched The Flash right after I watched Arrow. I liked it a lot. I liked it because they were trying to evoke it for the first time in a long time. A superhero show evoked feelings of hope, feelings of like, you know, the hero is really a hero. He's somebody who cares. His friends are supportive and they're there for him and they help him out with his quests. And Candace Patton is the most gorgeous woman on earth right now. I have a huge crush on Candace Patton. I will watch TV Iris as long as they want to put her on screen. I will watch TV Iris. And I liked most of The Flash up until they started really leaning on the humor, which, yeah, it wasn't humor. I think the cringiest episode imaginable for me, besides the one when they all keep saying #feminism, #feminism. It's like, yeah, we get it, okay? We know what you're trying to do. There was another episode that drove me nuts, and it involved Ralph Dibny, the Elastic Man. It was an episode where they were going after this Native American metahuman, and she's like, her ability was to turn all these inanimate objects to life, and she was on her crusade for justice. And Ralph Dibny's whole character was prattling off, you know, internet jokes from like 5-6 years ago, and they just came off as kind of beaten to death and stale. Like, don't do a joke that you've seen thousands of times on the internet, guys. I think this is gonna call it for right now, but I've got more to say on the Flash. I like to keep these videos at about 10 minutes, just to help with the algorithm. And also, you know, helps me keep my material going. So anyway, thank you so much for enjoying my random thoughts on the Arrowverse. I will be back tomorrow with more random thoughts on the Arrowverse, mainly the Flash. And do not forget, Outlaw Nights is coming to Indiegogo on September 24th. You want to be a part of this, trust me. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.